Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things already rolling. Who do you think this turns on, Jim? And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Il proprietario dell'auto blu parcheggiata davanti ai cancelli è invitato a spostarla, altrimenti sarà rimossa.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Palmer is onto this. Palmer couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off.
Goes for a shot! Now, who's going to be... Oh, he's been caught napping! Marquinhos gets it clear. Gives it back. Nuno Mendes, delivered low.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Chance here to counter. Ambitious ball here. And this is Dembele! Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Palmer producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Nice interception, well timed.
Martinez clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Barella. Fagiano Okayama are a team that's... Oh, terrible pass. He's a sharp little ball here. Bruno Guimaraes. It's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he's managed to get free. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's a good foray he's making. It's played through for him. Can he finish? Again, a brilliant save.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Szoboszlai tries to clear. Fagiano Okayama have the chance to go the other way. O'Reilly. And it's Guimaraes. Saliba. Over to the other side.
Well spotted.
Not the most convincing of passes. And here's Szoboszlai. Martinez. To Bruno Fernandes. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. O'Reilly. Gabriel. Saliba. And it's Hakimi. And it's Barella. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Mbappe. And the counter is on. It's a pretty loose pass. Saliba. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's made its way to him. And that's been drilled in. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Vinicius Junior. That is good progress on the left. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Well, plenty of early set pieces here. And it's Guimaraes. And this is Dembele. Barella. Van de Ven can get it clear. Barella. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Over to the right flank. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Good read, needed to be. Bruno Fernandes is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. Barella, probing pass, and he's worked it through. That's the keeper's ball. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So between them, no goals at all so far.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So straight into the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. He's found a way past. Oh, super ball. Vinicius Junior unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now that looks a decent ball. And here's Dembele. That's a little off target. Martinez is herring after that one. O'Reilly. And he's forced to go back. Nice sequence of passes this. Spread neatly. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes stood his ground strongly.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bruno Guimaraes. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Well, we expected better, and so did he. That's destined for the flank. Played back into the centre.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
It is a corner, good chance.
Sostituzione per l'Inter.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Hakimi with the short one.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Alvarez. Barella. And it's Mendes. He is just caressing the ball. Good ball, good take. This looks promising. O'Reilly with a fine tackle. And a chance! And yes, it's there! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Inter Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
And here's Alvarez. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. No, he's not getting his way this time.
Inter clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
It's a promising position.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Yildiz. Can he get onto this? Now this could be a chance. Barella deals with that comfortably.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Chouameni. Spread it left. Inter Milan leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. And that's really well manoeuvred. Goes looking wide. Barella. And that has put paid to that. And here's Vinicius Junior, and he's picked it up out wide.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Alvarez, voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Vi ricordiamo, signore e signori,
So what do
che
you
è
take away from
possibile
it all, Jim?
acquistare i souvenir
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We're up and running then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And the pass is intercepted.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's a good ball, and that is expertly dealt with. It's a threatening Bruno Guimaraes, and he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Wirtz! Not a bad try by any means.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Barella. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Inter Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. Martinez. And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Barella. Martinez. Oh, that's nice. He's in a great position here. Shoots! Goal! Inter! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Inter Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well, played right into his path. Lovely feet. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Mbappe. Haaland. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. It's a pretty loose pass. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Great chance!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Aims beyond the defence. Ah, that's a fine interception. And he thumps it clear. Dembele absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's got the big chance! Goal! They are purring, truly purring. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Things starting to look... Real chance! And there's a goal! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Fagiano Okayama cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Oh, we have a very...
And the shot!
Vinicius Junior made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Fagiano Okayama have their second corner now. Terrific effort! No, just not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Haaland. Wirtz. Goes for a shot! And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Lautaro Martinez, looking for a runner. That's a decent clearance.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Haaland. Tchouaméni. And it's Wirtz. No, it's come to nothing. Tchouaméni. Probing pass, and he's picked it up out wide.
Such good technique.
Well seen. And that is the end of the first half. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Inter Milan are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Dembele gets into a good position. Gabriel. Martinez. Tchouaméni, who's set up 1 goal so far. Well, that pass isn't the best. Wirtz. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Bruno Fernandes. Mbappe looking understandably energised after his goal. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Barella. And it's Tchouaméni. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Could move up a gear here. And here's Haaland. Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Lautaro Martinez. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. And here's Haaland.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Wirtz. Wirtz purring. Shot, surely! It's in! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 11.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Bruno Guimaraes gets over and intercepts. Saliba. Can he get it through? Martinez looking to receive it in space. And it's Guimaraes. Tries to play it through. Chance for a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Big chance, corner. So, third corner of the game. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Tries a shot! And a neat finish! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next...
And Martinez! And he hits the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposed takes a shot! Truly superb, a goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And now he has 2.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 7.
So we have further activity on the bench here. Shifting momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back. Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Played out wide. Rabiot, he's found some space. Towering header! Well taken goal. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Fagiano Okayama go up by 2 and are looking good.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
And it's Barella. Nicely weighted ball. Plays it in. Chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Fagiano Okayama, palpably stronger, better, superior.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Chouameni charging forward, the ball at his feet. Tries to pass it through. Alvarez receives it in a wide position. Gabriel can clear it away. Kvaratskhelia proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Takes the shot! And he's done very well to deal with it. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Yildiz. Mendes picks it up out wide. Rabiot. Musiala. So what can they make of this? And that's it. Inter Milan played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We're up and running then. Wan-Bissaka with the foul. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Dembele was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Wirtz looking to pass their way up the pitch. Haaland! And he's done it! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. I doubt very much that this was in the script. Dembele. Chouameni. Rabiot. That's Wirtz. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Mbappe. Played out to the left flank. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Rabiot. Oh, this looks sharp. Spread out to the left. Barella. And he's in on goal. Wirtz, and the counter is on. Wirtz running with intent. And it's Wirtz. Wirtz getting forward. Dembele. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, good-looking ball. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, super ball. Wirtz! Threads one in. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele, and he's managed to get free. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Martinez.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rabiot. Wirtz. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Dembele. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Shoots! Oh, good finish! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and even quicker feet.
Fagiano Okayama are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
And he has been fouled there. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Dembele! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close. Okayama really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Bruno Fernandes makes a dash for it. He's looking wide. He has found the way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Dembele. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bruno Fernandes shifted it to the flank. He's picked his way through. This looks promising. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And he's heaved it away. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Dembele. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, they can break here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gabriel. O'Reilly. Oh no, what has happened here? He's found the way through. Swings it across. Stood up well to him there. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Mbappe. Good chance. Chouameni. And it's Hakimi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And here's Lautaro Martinez. And this is Dembele. And we've reached half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Could move up a gear here. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now, this could be a chance. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Mbappe. Nice control. Bruno Fernandes.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can.
Goes for a shot! And it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
Fagiano Okayama find a position of real strength now. Now there's a fine ball. Mbappe. They've got to be quick to recover this. Bruno Fernandes. Forced to go back. Well read, and the danger is averted. Dembele. O'Reilly. Hakimi. Van Dijk producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Chouameni tries to pass it through. That's a little off target. Bruno Fernandes. Chouameni, and it's Mendes. He's on it, can he get away? Yeah, he's fouled him there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
He'll fancy himself from here. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit.
Numero 17, numero 11, numero 7, numero 23.
Alvarez! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Numero 19, il numero 14.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Il numero 18, il numero 9.
Inter Milan,
Attenzione,
perhaps
una
wondering what the best
sostituzione.
time is for their next substitution. But he's forced to go back. Played towards the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Barella. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Yildiz. And it's Valverde. For Valverde. Musiala. Ah, he's had it taken off him. Can he get it through? Brilliantly cut out. Bruno Guimaraes. Musiala just eases him off the ball. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Bruno Guimaraes. Palmer. Valverde. That's a sharp pass.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Yildiz. That is lovely. Has to go back here. Big chance! And the keeper threw out a limb. Inter Milan with the corner. They're first. And now they can spring out of defence. O'Reilly. Throwing. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Vi ricordiamo, signore e signori, che è possibile acquistare i souvenir nelle apposite aree dello stadio.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle.
Well, for any attacker facing him, Peter, trying to force your way through Rio Ferdinand must be a daunting prospect.
Well, he is one of the great English defenders of his generation.
Quite, Peter. His playing style boasts good speed and technique, a superb reading of the game. He hardly had to tackle. That in itself can be seen as quite an achievement.
Now, this could be a chance. Caught offside that time. And he's looking to catch him up. Martinez.
Such good technique.
Mbappe. Martinez. Looking to play him in. Drives it in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Played it. Bruno Fernandes! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as the...
He's rising! And he's stuck it away! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
It's starting to look very interesting. It's Dembele! That is decidedly lacking.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And here's Mbappe, Bruno Fernandes. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Dembele. Bale. PSV are looking to break at pace. No, that's been intercepted. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Looking for the run. And a chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Barella. Oh, he's having a go! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bruno Fernandes really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Mendes has created one goal already. Van Dijk, pressing high and with purpose. Bruno Fernandes does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Rijkaard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Nuno Mendes. Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. And it's Gerrard. Tries to pass it through. And he's cut it out. Well, that has not gone well. Can he get on the end of this? Bale is wide and looking to get onto this. Dembele. And that has left him in a heap. Tries to play it through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bale unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Wan-Bissaka. That's a good foray he's making. To Barella. Tchouameni. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Tchouameni. And it's Barella. It's Van Dijk. Wan-Bissaka. Pirlo. Wan-Bissaka spots it and intercepts. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He is just caressing the ball. Rijkaard.
There will be one.
And this is Neymar. Roberto Carlos. Tchouameni.
If they want to...
So, a temporary halt to the action. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
And now,
so, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Inter Milan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Number 23.
Back underway then.
Inter clearly have been the better side here, so if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going.
There's the header! Goal, Inter! And they get themselves in front! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Oh, he's been... Can he finish? And there's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punt. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement now. We would like to ask you all to kindly stay seated during the match. Thank you for your cooperation.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Inter e Manchester United.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That'll be a throw. And it's Barella. And here's Barella. Looking to play him in. Cruyff. Cruyff going forward. And here's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chouameni. Vieira. Azar. And he's picked out the run. He's picked his way through. That's good play. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Not the most accurate pass.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Desai, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now he's got space here. That is a brilliant interception. He's a chance!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 2 then. And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now that's well seen too. It's a searching pass. Dembele providing an outlet on that flank. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Cruyff. Inter Milan still without a single shot on target. And here's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Pinches it off him. Inter Milan have a free kick. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bruno Fernandes. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Vieira. Quality ball. Bruno Fernandes. And the through ball. He's onside! Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Cruyff. Bruno Fernandes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Hazard. That has been cut short. Oh, can he get onto this?
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Passing nice and neat. And he's chosen to go back. And it's Vieira. And here's Hazard. Quick look, then plays it in. And he's taking no chances there. Barella. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. Short changes him with that pass. Barella carries the ball down the right. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Back on the way then. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Chouameni. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Palmer. He has found the way through. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. Wan-Bissaka. In towards the back stick. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Dembele. That's a decent clearance. And here's Mbappe. He's got away. Bale.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Shot at goal! And that has been knocked clear. Nuno Mendes. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Knocks it into space. Bale has a look up and delivers. Mendes getting this one clear. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening.
Nicely shaped ball. Hazard. Hazard stood his ground strongly. Played in. He's rising! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 7.
Manchester United have their third corner.
Numero 11.
Bale
Numero
goes
17.
short.
Lasciano il campo per
That's very
il numero
neat.
20, il numero 14, il numero 18, il numero 12. Cambio di giocatori.
Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Bale is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Churme. He's having a hit! Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Inter Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. They'll have one final crack at it. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, that is a nice touch. He's shifting through the gears here. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Barella, expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. This might spell danger.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Martinez. Well read, nice interception. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well.
And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Martinez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Inter Milan have their second corner now.
Numero 23 viene sostituito con il numero 9. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Terrific effort! Went with his head but couldn't steer it in.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vinicius Junior. Big chance! That's going to go a long way.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Oh, that's a key interception. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Hazard with the towering header! Same again, same outcome.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Roberto Carlos plays it short. Shapes to shoot! And that's it! It is done! Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo...